Neal Brown had some interesting comments in his post-game press about Garrett Greene that kind of raised some concerns for me. There was also some positive things he said. We're going to talk about that right on the other side of the intro, right after this word from our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal right up front on any new or pre-loved vehicle in stock every time. With brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, GMC, Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for. Check out our inventory today across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com or come in today to the home of friends and family pricing, only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you.
This is for Cameron.
What is up, guys? Welcome back and welcome in. My name is Mountaineer Paul, and you have landed yourself here again, another episode of Mountaineer Paul Talk Football. Guys, West Virginia was pretty dominant after a delay. We went over it last night on the live. A lot of the concerns I still have today. But after I watched the post-game press conference with Neal Brown, it made me realize a couple things. Before I get much too further into it, here is the snippet of Neal Brown when asked a question on the offensive philosophy and some of the concepts that they're running.
We seem to be more accurate on the downfield passes than we do the short ones. So, we're probably going to call more of those. I think that we called some of those last week, and we didn't get them matched up coverage-wise. We just missed them. And tonight we were intentional about calling them more. We practiced them quite a bit on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so it was good to see them come to fruition and be able to connect in a game.
Wow, that was pretty interesting. So Neal Brown is saying openly that we don't throw the short to intermediate ones very well, but we do well on the deep ones. I know you guys are smart enough to know, but I'm just going to say it out loud. Good teams are going to stack the box and make Garrett Greene beat them in the short intermediate passing game. Deep throws only do not work against good competition. See the Penn State game. And so while Garrett Greene had this awesome QBR at 240 at the end of the game, I just don't know if that's going to be good enough when it comes to the good competition, guys. You're going to call me negative, some of you. I know you are. You're going to tell me to enjoy the win. But much like a coach that goes and watches film after the game, I do as well. Although I'm a couch potato, I still do it, and I still try to look and see where the team can improve. So I went and looked back at the game tape, just a quick look, guys. I didn't have time to go through every single play. I had to fast forward, and sometimes I miss a play here or there. So I may have missed a couple good throws, and I might have missed a couple bad throws. For the purposes of this video, I just kind of looked at what was negative. Now, that's not fair. I completely agree to that. I just didn't have time to put a comprehensive list together. But these are some of the bad decisions that I saw Garrett make yesterday that are what Neal Brown would call the layups that he needs to make. If you don't watch Neal Brown's press conferences, or if you haven't, he keeps talking about the layups, but you're basically easy throws or throws that most quarterbacks at the Power 5 level should and will make. So here were a couple of decisions that I saw that Garrett kind of missed. Back-to-back plays in the second quarter. Now, this is before the delay. He was 4 of 11 before the delay. There were a couple drop balls and there were a couple missed balls. There was a 3rd and 4 in the second quarter, handoff to CJ where he was tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. The entire team basically committed. This is the only running play. This is just what I threw in there because I was like, what in the heck are you doing? But if he would have kept the ball, obviously the defensive end crashed down. The backside backer crashed down, and for whatever reason, he still handed that off. Had he kept it, it would have been a first down. The next play on 4th and 8 was the pass to Jeremiah Aaron, where Jeremiah Aaron kind of halfway dropped it. It was really not a good pass. Jeremiah Aaron on an inward skinny post down the seam, popped open, and Garrett trying to not lead him into a hit, I think is what happened as well. But it was a bad throw. He had to try to pick it down off all his shoelaces and go backwards forward at the same time. Meanwhile, whoever the Z receiver was popped wide open at the top of the screen if you're watching it on TV. I wish Garrett would have saw that guy rather than Jeremiah Aaron. Either way, it was a bad throw. In the second quarter, 2nd and 2, there 4 minutes and 29 seconds to go. There was a throw to Rodney Gallagher that just completely he whiffed on. I don't know how else to say it. It's a short out route. I mean, it may have been a 5 to 7 yard out route. It probably sailed 2 feet, 3 feet over Rodney Gallagher's head. I just don't understand how he misses these plays so often. And then the throw to Hudson Clement, 1st and 10. Well, he was wide open on a short route at 2 minutes and 49 left in the second. Wide open, and he missed him, guys. And this is another one that would just really hard to explain. It's it's a mechanics thing in a lot of situations with this. And then obviously the delay happened, and then they started hitting on the deep passes. He still missed on a couple more intermediate and short throws, but at the end of the day, Garrett Greene succeeds at throwing the deep pass, and he struggles in short and intermediate throws. I don't know how else to say it and be more plain about it. And like I said earlier in the video, guys, if he doesn't fix it, teams will load the box, play deep coverage, and force Garrett to try to make these throws. And I just don't know how this is going to come back to bite us. This is something I really worry about. Now, maybe Garrett gets better, and he starts with maybe he just needs reps in the system. That could be it totally. I'm sure in practice he probably makes these throws a lot more routinely. So at the end of the day, guys, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, a step up in competition against Pitt in the backyard brawl. I'm encouraged by what I saw. In order for our offensive line to do what they need to do and create more running lanes for our players, got to make the layups. I don't want this to overshadow a very good performance by Garrett Greene at the end of the day, guys. He obviously played extremely well. I'm not denying that. I'm just pointing out the nuance and some more detail to this, right? There's more to it than just what you see at the end of the day in the box score. We know that. Those of us that like to watch tape know that. He's not the only player I can point out. He's just the most high profile for the purposes of this video. I'll be doing some more report card videos, guys, as we go. But I would like to know, guys, down in the comments. First of all, like the video. Would really appreciate that. Drop a comment below. Let me know how you feel about Garrett's overall performance. Were you happy with it? Do you think we can survive on deep shots the entire year? Curious to know how you feel about that. And last but not least, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. It says a ton of you guys are not subscribing. I would really appreciate it if you could do that. It would make me extremely happy. Would love to get to that 2,000 mark, guys. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot else for you, and I will be coming back to you guys tomorrow with another video, possibly previewing the Pitt Panthers. Be looking forward to that. All right, guys, this has been another episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. This episode is over, and I am out.
This is for Cameron. Tim Cal.